My prospects for the DRC mining industry this year and beyond are, I think, very good, in that the production coming out of the DRC is primarily related to battery metals and to commodities that are feeding into the renewable energy industry. We've seen pressure on the copper price. Obviously, cobalt has run beautifully, but copper is starting to come back, and tin is a terrific commodity, again, feeding into the whole renewable energy space. And when mines are getting good turnover and making reasonable money, everything else is a lot easier. There's a lot of work that remains to be done, but I think the fundamental basis, when you have the fuel coming into the engine, is sufficient to turn it and actually get it accelerating a bit. I think the prospects are very good. There's some very exciting projects coming online, not just Alphamin, but also down south in Katanga. So I think the prospects are excellent, and I'm looking forward to 2019. Tin mining will contribute to the financial well-being of the country in that it adds another commodity to the portfolio of commodities that are revenue generating for the DRC. So in the past, the fiscus relied very heavily on copper producers, profits and taxes coming out of copper producing companies, and when the copper price dropped, it pushed stress through the entire DRC system. So having tin coming in is another commodity that is able to offset to a degree the movements in the copper price variation. What is equally important, not only just the commodity aspect of tin, is where it is. We're in North Kivu, DRC, which is very far removed from where the bulk of the mining activity generally takes place, which is further in the south. So we are a new economic player of large scale in an area that previously had very little economic activity there. So the social well-being of the area is improving in leaps and bounds on a daily basis, just as a function of us there paying our labor force, paying suppliers, providing infrastructure and communication networks that allow all sorts of other trade to happen. It's not just us. So we are the catalyst, and around us, all sorts of other economic players are taking part and adding to what we're doing. We're in for a very exciting year. We started it with a magnificent announcement. So 2019 is going to look very exciting for us, in that we started early January, commissioned our crushers. That was bang on schedule, and it's looking promising that we will meet our 31 March commissioning date for the rest of the plant. Once that's up and running, through April, May, June, we will start ramping that up slowly to get to nameplate capacity in July. So watershed moments are going to be the end of March. During April, I expect us to make our first sale of tin, which will be a really great occasion. And then by July, we start operating in terms of volume at our nameplate capacity. From July through to December, we will then start optimizing all of our processes, and very shortly start looking at Mpama South and other prospective targets on our license. So I think a great year ahead for us, going to be exciting. Excitement is a double-edged coin, so the other side is terror, but I think we'll manage that. And we have by far and away the world's best team, having built this year. They have built something that is absolutely extraordinary, on time and within pretty much the budget that was allocated. It is almost unheard of. Even close by in places like Rustenburg, people have battled to meet those kind of milestones. We have a team that's done it in the middle of absolutely nowhere. With those kind of people behind you, you can only go forward.